Hello, my name is Varun Painter and you are watching PowerDrift. Nope, I'm not at EICMA, nor in Tokyo, Indonesia or anywhere else in the world. I am in India, in fact in Pune, with a motorcycle that we have been waiting for since a very long time. Yup, ladies and gentlemen, this is it, the Scalpel, the 790 Duke. We know the specs already, but for the uninitiated, let's quickly run through them before we jump on to its availability and the much awaited price.
So this is a 799cc liquid-cooled parallel twin that makes 104.5 PS, 87 Newton meters with a dry weight of just 269 kilograms. While the rest of the world is going gaga over this motor, we are yet to get our hands on it. Now all of this sits inside a, well, you would expect a trolley frame, but this is a tubular steel chassis. Moving on to the suspension and braking, like almost all KTM's, WP is handling the suspension duties both on the front and the rear. 43mm USDs up front, a preload adjustable monoshock at the rear. Twin 300mm disc setup at the front and a single 240mm disc at the rear should help in making this orange missile come to a halt.
Before we talk about the electronics, I'm going to quickly jump on the Duke 790 to get a feel of how the ergos are. Now I remember sitting on this very motorcycle earlier this year at the Indonesian International Motor Show, and it feels the same. It feels compact, so KTM. Imagine a Duke 390 taking protein supplements. The foot pegs are adequately rear set. The handlebar looks like it's been directly borrowed from the Duke 390, and the seat also feels just about right. The Street Fighter mojo is really strong with this one. The seat height of the Duke 790 is 825 mm. But like you can see, I don't have a problem at all. I think shorter riders will not have a problem either. Another thing that's not going to be a problem with this motorcycle is going to be the ability to take on our roads. Because with a ground clearance of 186 mm, it should be immune to the Indian belly scrape.
While you might think the TFT display is the same that we see on the 390 Duke, you are wrong. Not only is it different in terms of sizing, but also in terms of layout.
The naked KTMs are known for their notorious fuel tank capacity. With the 790 at 14 liters, it is slightly bigger than the smaller motorcycles, but you also have to remember, this is a bigger engine with more performance. While we still don't have the official fuel efficiency numbers for India, I have my doubts with the distance one could cover before needing a fuel stop. Alright then, let's talk electronics. While on one hand you have your regular stuff like traction control, slipper clutch, ride-by-wire throttle, the 790 Duke will also offer cornering ABS, a bi-directional quick shifter, and the always fun SUPERMOTO mode where you can disengage the ABS to the rear while still keeping it engaged on the front, which is very similar to the one that we see on the 390 Duke. Now this is a pretty comprehensive package, to be honest, and it will rival and beat every single bike that the 790 goes up against.
The 790 Duke comes with 4 riding modes: rain, street, sport, and my favorite, the track mode. You can initiate launch control, the throttle response supposedly becomes punchy, and the anti-wheelie gets switched off completely. So one wheel brap all the way.
That makes you go wow, right? Well, apart from the fact that KTM India made us wait for a very long time, there is another problem. You see, boys and girls, this is a BSO compliant engine, which means come April 2020, KTM India will have to bring in a differently tuned 790.
But KTM in Europe don't need to ready the Euro 5 790, the BS6 compliant version, till April 2021. KTM India will locally tune and homologate the 790 to meet BS6 norms and expects for the bike to continue to be on sale. But with the price of Rs 8.63 lakh ex-showroom, it does make your heart go a little ouch. But that price also puts the KTM bang in the middle of the Kawasaki, Suzuki 4-cylinder nakeds, but thankfully below the Street Triple S or even the Yamaha MT-09. tough gig. Undercutting their prices the way the 390 did would be more in tune with what we expect from KTM in India.
So this is very interesting. The 790 promise of an epic balance between performance and lightweight is very attractive, and that comprehensive electronics package sweetens the deal even more. But the price? Well, I hope the first ride blows us all away and settles that debate, and that is going to come to PowerDrift very soon. Stay tuned and stay subscribed. But what do you think of the 790 Duke? Let us know in the comments below. This motorcycle will see you now, but I will see you later.